What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 14 of my Wolves Football Manager 2018 Let's Play series. Wolves in the Premier League, and we're doing alright. We've done alright this first half of the season, first 22 league games. We are sitting in 11th, but if you are enjoying this and you do want to be seeing more, make sure you do leave a thumbs up on the video. You would see I've making these update videos with FIFA 19 news and everything like that. As you can see, they're doing pretty well. Like I said previously, compared to these series, I do normally, like a Let's Play series, everything like that. Obviously, this time in the year, that's what a lot of people are looking towards. So, just keep in mind, I do that to keep the generation of the channel going, I guess you can say, in terms of subscribers coming in. That really does help. Making those news videos for FIFA 19, because like I said, that's pretty popular at the moment. But we are getting back into this today, and I thought for this episode, we've entered January, what I want this episode to be about, we'll get onto that. I'm just gonna, like how this series has been, it's like a live Let's Play, 100% live, showing you guys everything really, all games, but I want to show you how I approach the January transfer window, which is different. It really depends on the situation. Don't think how I approach it in this save is how I do every single time. It just really depends. Obviously already we've made a loan move for Marcus Llorente. Again, we will we'll put the attribute analysis there. Better take a look. Here's just a better look of the player. There, of his attributes and everything like that. So yeah, we got a loan deal. I remember we didn't, we did agree to a future fee. It was like 1.2 million, and when his asking price was 1.4, and I was pretty happy with that. So we'll see that go through, but we can change the transfer budget up. We're going to need some more in the wages. That's what I mean. I think that's a fairly balanced amount there, and I'm not so desperate to splash it all right now. And I did hear that, I think, he's a left back, Barry Douglas. I was planning to replace him anyway, or get a better left back, and then we'll probably replace him. And then we've got these other guys. I think Ruben Vinagre, I think we'll definitely go to sign him up, because we've got the optional future fee, 10 million. He's at the club permanently. How it is in this update is on loan. So yeah, we'll look to sign him permanently, but we don't have to do that now, of course. We'll just leave it as is. So yeah, we'll wait until we bring Marcos Llorente in and just see how everything is looking, because it will be needless to sign more players than we need, because our squad hasn't really been a problem so far this season. You can see it's pretty big, and we might want to just use that money on the loan guys we have. Like, to me, Leo Bonatini, what more does he have to do? What more does he have to do? Optional future fee 5 million, where he's valued 5.5, so that will be very good value right there for him. And like a time in the future, if we end up selling him, which we don't want to do really right now off his form, but yeah, it would be profit. It will be profit. So he got that assist against Watford. He got a goal against Liverpool. Look, he scored 4 matches in a row there, so 5 goals in that period as well. That was real good. But if we head into the league table and take a look at the stats, if we go to the player stats specifically, go to the player overview, and then we can see if we have other players there. But Leo Bonatini, he's right up there. Obviously, Callum Wilson is absolutely killing it. Like, yeah, smashing in goals. He'll probably, it'll be hard to beat him. And, well, Harry Kane, he is as well. I suppose I'm calculating Leo Bonatini's chance to win that, and is probably not likely. But I think he's doing, like, the average minutes per goal. That is clinical. But how about if you want to average it? Like, I haven't got that mathematical skill in my head. Like, he's taken 33... Yeah, like the average shots per goal, like shots on target per goal. I'm not sure if that's actually a stat in Football Manager, shots on target per goal. But if you just look at it in this way, 33 and 13 goals, that's not bad if you compare to 54, sorry, for Callum Wilson. And Harry Kane, you say Harry Kane's rate is probably a bit better from 45, but at the end of the day, all those other things doesn't matter. When it goes into the back of the net is the most important thing. But just what I mean, like from 33 shots, I think Leo Bonatini himself, I think 13 goals from that is quality. You can see some others that are similar. Sergio Aguero, clinical. Obviously, it's down to how the team plays and everything like that. clinical Sergio Aguero, averaging a goal from every 2 shots on target. So, well, that's just shots? Yeah, shots on target. So, yeah, just want to take a bit of a look at that for a bit. Barry Douglas, he's up there for yellow cards. Not something kind of you can't really give yourself credit for that. Leo Bonatini, he's done so much better than I expected. Even someone else commented that he was terrible for them. That's what I expected off his attributes, but yeah, we're getting a decent amount out of Leo. I've absolutely been loving his work. So yeah, it's 8 days till the next game, but we're going to progress through because you don't know what is going to happen transfer wise, and I already mentioned on the transfer budget. I don't know. It's like, what more do we need from Bonatini to confirm the signing of him? Like, you would be thinking he's done enough, but I always just want to be convinced that little bit more. So, who's this guy? Just Boubacar Hannah. He's, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm thinking about him. He's definitely not good. Got good potential, that's the thing. But Marcos Llorente. Oh yeah, there's something else I want to mention in terms of making signings that have happened in real life. Like, that's something I would have wanted to do, but there's like a couple of situations. If we clear and we take off the transfer list there, we've got quite a few players. But yeah, there's a few that, well, the ones that have, yeah, okay, they're right next to each other right there. Because I heard that there was Johnny. He made his move to Wolves as well. Johnny Castro, I remember when I searched his name, but I'm like, oh yeah, he must have been it. But anyway, these kind of players don't want to join, so I wouldn't be able to sign them anyway. So yeah, if that happens, and then on Moutinho, obviously there was talk about Moutinho, but he's in the same boat, no transfer interest at all. So I can't really do anything about it unless I use an editor. But yeah, I'm not really about that personally, like I've mentioned previously. So yeah, I'm gonna go make my signings I want to, like Marcos Llorente. Yeah, he's a very good option, so get him instead of Moutinho. He's not as good, but he's younger and it's a good deal. Even cheaper, even though Moutinho in real life was pretty cheap. So that's just how we're gonna go with that one, and we'll see how the transfer window plays out. It's gonna play out the way it is here. And this, don't forget, this is in January as well. Who's this? Ashley Seal. Benny Ashley Seal. His potential not that great, so we might as well just accept the loan offer. He'll benefit from first team football. Because, yeah, definitely not going to get a look in. FA Cup, yeah, FA Cup not really of so much important for us now because we lost. Well, yeah, we're out of it. But the good thing is all we have now is Premier League games. We're not obviously in Europe or anything like that. So we can secure a very, very strong position if, again, we look towards the rules, if we go towards how much we'll win. Right now, FC 18th. I would love to finish at least 10th because then we'll say we'll get 20 million. But I want to say, like, it's not a huge difference, like one position. Like, I thought, oh, maybe we'll want to, because it's like just a little bit increasing each position. It's not like one position is 5 million more than the next, you know what I mean, or something like that. So maybe just the difference from 11th to 10th to get that 20 million in. That's going to be my goal, to get top 10. I think we can maybe hope someone like a Bournemouth drops. Don't forget, Cardiff started so well. They started the best out of the newly promoted sides in this update, and we've just been cruising the last couple. Look at this form. This has been great form. Obviously, that loss, like if you talk about our league, the league unbeaten streak that Manchester United ruined, but we went right back on it. Obviously, we got knocked out of the FA Cup by Wolves, but in the league, beating Everton and Liverpool, so we had some pretty good luck in those home games. But yeah, could have been different away from home for sure, going to Liverpool and that. Yeah, would have been some tough games, but yeah, that's how we're going. Ooh. Arsenal, they relied on a late Joel Campbell winner. That's pretty crazy. But Arsenal generally are always playing maybe not their strongest starting 11, but hey, no, there's some pretty strong players in there though. Maybe not their 100% strongest, but still looking pretty good. Woodburn scored against them. He's a young lad on loan from Liverpool. Might get a sneaky scout report on him there. I think he has decent potential. He's only 19. His attributes look alright for his age, that is for sure. So, Liverpool smashed Crystal Palace 4-0. That was absolutely huge for them. Let's see. Bennett resumes training. We haven't really used him this season. We'll probably have to get him. Oh, yeah, he's already on that for some reserve games. So we'll see. Okay, guys, depending on the amount of transfers in this episode, it may just be one game we'll do. We might just do Burnley. It just really depends if there's going to be more transfer action. I don't expect to be too much, but I think still, yeah, we'll just keep the one game. I still like these episodes longer, of course, but yeah, just to keep that in mind, it just really depends on the action, because then, yeah, we have to see what else happens. So that's all we can do. Alfie Mawson, ooh, 79 is not too bad, but he hasn't got outstanding attributes, just kind of those general average, like 14 and 15's best. And here we go. Here is our first confirmed signing of the window. And it's just the loan deal. Like, someone said, like, you're paying monthly fees, that you should have just bought him, like, up for 1.4 million. And I ended up being able to get his optional future fee 1.2. But that's like, you can't. Like, I can understand if you want me to sign him right away, but 15k, like, per month, like, for playing monthly fee and unused monthly fee, like, that's not much. And especially the fact we got future fee of 1.2 million, it's not even gonna go over 1.3, then we went for 1.2. So yeah, it's better than getting him on his like the asking price 1.4 up front, and then for the other reasons, just seeing how he's going to perform. Of course, he looks like a great player to bring into the side, but you still need to see for other reasons, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned that previously, just how he's going to go in England, everything like that. So he will come right in. Rest in peace, 100% live recording.
Approximately 10 hours later.
So as I was going to do now, we'll go to the squad registration and fit him in, Marcos Llorente. But I really am excited to sign him permanently. Out of all deals I've not ever made, but yeah, keeping in mind, I've probably been more convinced that I will make the move for him, essentially, because the deal is great in terms of the future fee, 1.2 million, because Real Madrid want to get rid of him. Obviously, if you go transfer listed and available for loan, backup, not good enough for Real Madrid, admittedly, but yeah, I just and how we went with offering the loan deal and able to get 1.2 instead of the 1.4 their asking price. Yeah, to be able to get that will be really, really good, and he's going to be that guy that's going to help us progress. A Spanish talent, not just a great passer, but a great defender in that asset as well, in terms of his tackling ability. Marking's only 12, but yeah, strong tackler, good teamwork. Very, very good attributes for a guy wanting to come to Wolves, or a 23-year-old with a bit more potential to grow into. For a 4-star player, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, we'll just go back to the fitness. Sometimes that changes. But we'll go into the inbox, see the rest of the messages that we have. And yeah, so that's what I mean. Bringing him in at this point, look how big our squad is. We don't really need more enforcements. And take a look how, yeah, the transfer budget, available wage budget is sitting good. But also, I do want to check out maybe players running out their contract. Let me know what you would do in terms of the senior packages and everything like that, and youth packages. What would you do with Wolves, or just this type of team that's a newly promoted Premier League team? Or if you see it the way I start the Premier League save with a newly promoted side, either way, it's a bit different because, yeah, they got promoted in real life, but this on a database. But yeah, I reckon Europe and then England for the youth packages is a good fit, because you want to have a bit more depth in your search for first team players, but youth packages a bit more realistic, not realistic to maybe get young guys from like over Europe and other countries. Maybe for the very top sides in England might do that, but realistic for a side like Wolves, just have it like that. But what we're going to do here is going to put, yeah, slightly interested, and then we'll go to a new search, and we're going to go contract status, and for players running out their contract within the next 6 months. See, if we take this off, there'll be better players. Like, yeah, but we're not... Oh my god, there's some great names there, but we won't be able to sign them. You could almost put unsure. Okay, yeah, we'll put slightly interested. There's a bit more there, because we can still maybe give a little bit more money. And hey, there's not terrible guys here. Let's see. Go up the list. Sam Vokes. A lot of them are cheap value. To see, there is a lot of... When you look at it, it's still majority in the Premier League. This is something I wanted to mention as well. So even though if you have Europe selected, it doesn't mean all the players are going to show up from there. You can see a very, very large majority being players from England or that have played in England previously. So there's that. So yeah, let me know. There's like and you can't even offer these guys yet anyway an approach to sign because they play in the same division. So we cannot do too much. There's a few players, but yeah, we'll have to even change the settings a bit more. But as you can see, especially all the highest valued, and surely there is better guys there. If we take off the transfer list, see, they're showing Juventus players. Maybe they don't want to change divisions, but you still see large majority of players that are within England in the Premier League. So yeah, let me know what else to do. Is it? I guess we have to just improve the scouting knowledge as a whole. That's what we need. It doesn't matter which package you choose. Your team, like, you still need that scouting knowledge. So yeah, if we go to the scouting, if we go to knowledge, the world knowledge is 23%, and you can see very strong in Scandinavia. They're 100%. But then if you look in other European countries, it isn't really that strong. UK and Ireland, of course, is going to be good. So we're going to have to just get more scouts, essentially, from other parts of the world or in Europe, if I want to do that specifically. It's not something I, like, physically notice I have to do sometimes in normal saves. It's just, yeah, I don't know. But look, we have, like, that should be, like, 100% in Spain. We got Rui Pedro Silva, so that's that coverage, but we didn't really get many suggestions of players, as you can see. Like, if you go nationality, especially, and really there's not, like, Spanish. There's one guy there, he's Mario Suarez, but he plays for, like, Chinese team. So yeah, let me know in this situation in terms of that. But I feel like there's a lack of players. Normally there's options. That's why I went for that. But I just noticed a lack of players outside of England. Maybe you might have to do that. Look at something a bit more specific. It's not attributes. Where's the more information we need to go to? Advanced, add condition. Where are we going to go here? Transfer status. I'm just going through all the options. Homegrown, I guess this will help this, is not trained in England. I think there may be another option, like the league they play in or anything, but yeah, as there is less Premier League players there, there's still majority PBR, but there isn't, like, amazing players anyway, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this, unless there's, like, a young guy that's good, but we're still short by the value. But if you look at the age, yeah, there's not really too many younger players. There's 22-year-old. Maybe. What, the Leandro. Probably not good enough. I'm just, yeah, let me know. Let me know. I just wanted to take a look, scour a little bit in terms of that. But as expected for Wolves, there's not amazing players that will want to join. See, apparently this guy is someone we're after, but I've never searched him before, and for a centre-back, his best attribute is 16 passing. Like, I'm in two minds there. I can't say that's too bad, because they're pretty well-rounded, but his passing stand, that's just different. You wouldn't see that too much, and it's more that other teams are in. You don't need to lie. You don't need to lie. Just say, like, those other teams are interested in. We haven't outlined our intentions. Of course, it's all part of the rumors and everything like that. But actually, that could be in the news. You shouldn't get that in the inbox. Let me know what you think. That should show up in the news, but not in your inbox. Or they should question it differently. Like, yeah, like maybe one of my scouts or someone, like a staff member, could bring that to me. Like, okay, these other couple Premier League sides are interested in this player. We might take a look at him, scout him further. I think that's a bit better. This sounds like a news kind of item, not something that should be in your inbox. Yeah, I was like, yep, that sounds like a good idea. That sounds legit. Let me know what you guys think of that, or it's just something, like, at this point, it's not really something I care about too much. It's just it's one of those little improvements Football Manager makes each year anyway. So, yeah, we talked about this guy before. Attacking movement, I don't know. Even recently, a few times, it's been suggested to work on defensive positioning, but I just got attacking movement. I feel we play better when we do that. Just my experience. Again, there's no right or wrong in Football Manager. Sometimes comments try and sway me that way, but I can only go. Do you ever feel the same? You can, regardless, other people suggest you to do things. Like, you don't have to make YouTube videos, but just in general. But whether it be just your friends or something like that, how they play Football Manager, but you disagree and it's not that what they're doing is wrong, but they try and push their ideas on you, and you're just like, I play and I do what works well for me, and they almost try and argue with you, saying no, that's wrong. But then you're sitting here playing your save, succeeding, playing your way. It's just real. That's what Football Manager is. There's no right and no wrong way. You just, yeah, that's how I play it for sure. So, who's this guy? Doesn't really have great potential. A little bit potential maybe to develop him, but yeah, leave your thoughts on that as well, guys. That's what I love on my videos like this. We can just talk about Football Manager and stuff like that, give my opinions. And yeah, guys, though I do have a little bit of an update. When I said I was going to be moving, that's pushed back a little bit just for different reasons, because the internet's not going to be ready. If I'm going to move, I don't want it to be like crap internet. It's going to have to be good for YouTube, or you won't see me uploading as much. And especially these long videos that are like 5 gigabytes or 6 gigabytes in file size. If you don't have like the fast internet, yeah, like I do here at the moment, yeah, that's going to be terrible. Because I remember I used to have these file sizes, and I used to like use a program to lower the file size, but the quality wouldn't be as good. Yeah, it's just like so bad. But just wanted to give you guys an update on that. But that means I'm still going to be uploading for you guys. That's the most important thing to you guys, I suppose. But yeah, Marcos Llorente has joined. That's good. Now you get the news. See, social feed. Social feed or news, that's where those other things that I mentioned should pop up. More news. This shouldn't be social feed, but yeah, this is more the fans. Real Madrid only too pleased to send Marcos Llorente to Wolves on loan, suits him to the ground. But like, I feel they're saying it that way, it'll be good. Like, 1.2 million is too good to be true. Is that like from a Real Madrid fan? Like, that's cheap. We'd officially become a laughing stock if he goes. See, that guy, yeah, I agree with Kike there. I've heard a few Spanish names of that. What are the board thinking? So there's 2 that disagree. So we're getting a top player, and it doesn't matter how much it costs to do that. And they're saying it like it's costing a lot. We had to make this deal permanent. Yeah, I feel from what our fans are saying in Real Madrid, I feel there's only one negative as a whole. So yeah, I'm really, really happy about that deal. So we're going to make that for sure, unless he has a really disastrous stay, because then he wouldn't be happy to join. So that's why these things remain. When you have an option to loan him first and then buy him a bit later, especially for a cheap fee. Who's this? Wolves fanboy. Oh, he should be signed though. 70%. When it's 65% more, or more, I should say. Yes, 65% or more, then yeah, but you don't want to just sign the player because the fans want him. You still have to rate him, but he's a good player. He'd be very good, but unfortunately, fairly susceptible to injuries. But like I said last time, if it's only fairly, that's definitely manageable. And even if they are like susceptible to injuries, you can manage that. And I've managed players that could get injured, but yeah, especially in FM18 now, FM18, which is exactly the same as FM17, according to haters, not haters of me, of Football Manager, saying it's always the same, but the medical center, this was in FM17 apparently. I must have missed it, and the dynamics, because it's the same as FM17. I remember checking the dressing room atmosphere in FM17, remember that, and managerial support, yeah, I remember those days. Last year, wait, no, it wasn't in there, mate. So much lies. People say, oh, it's the same. It's not. It's not. People just like to say it, like, because it's easy to say, and then just like, have you actually played FM18, or are you just like sitting behind the computer and like not getting it? Like, if you can't afford it or whatever, or because they can't, yeah, it doesn't work on like torrents anymore and stuff like that, so you can't get the game. Because yeah, man, trust me, I get a lot of comments, so a lot of things I say is from that. Just a lot of people, a lot of comments I get, and it's funny, some comments like people asking for the game and a crack. I'm just like, buy it doesn't even cost that much, mate. Like, seriously, it's not a lot of money at all, like, especially compared to most video games. Football Manager is like apart from one of those like games that are like put out there like cheap and everything like that, but like a new game that's made yearly, if you compare it to FIFA and stuff like that, so many other games that charge high price, like around, like games in Australia, like when you buy them around $100, but yeah, FM is a bit cheaper by a bit. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. And actually, I've gotten the game free from Sports Interactive, so I can't really talk too much the last couple years. So That's what you get from making YouTube videos. I've kind of gone off a different tangent. My point was, don't do that. Don't hurt the developers by downloading games illegally. Support them. And if you can't, don't if you can't, you probably need to you need to get a job. Exactly. So it goes both ways. You shouldn't be wasting your time playing video games if that's the case. So, I've just been talking all this stuff until we get to this game against Burnley. But it's facts though. It will help the game develop more. But Burnley, come on. Finally, we get to game day. I've just been waiting for this, to be honest. We got our deal made, and like I said with the money, we don't really need to splash it. We got a big squad. Unless we sell a few guys, then we can make a change. But if we take a look, Ruben Vinagre, I think... Oh, does he make the bench? It's a tough decision. I'm going to take off... I don't know. There's a few guys that could use a bit more game time. Roderick Miranda. See, who do we have? Yeah, because we're trying to sell Connor Cody. Ruben Vinagre, I think he has to find a way into the team one way or another. Matt Doherty, yeah, we'll take off Iorfa and then put Doherty there. So, Vinagre will get on one way or another. Yeah, then we'll bring Dominic Iorfa instead of Miranda because he plays centre-back and right-back. And now that fits perfectly. I like the look of the team now, so we'll head on into it. Ndiaye will think about his role. Ball winning. Yeah, come on. Gotta go ball winning mid. Ball winning mid on support. And let's submit the team, guys. Finally getting into it. Oh, man. It's been a long day, let's say. I don't know. I said this will be 100% live, but I probably left in that part where I said, oh, this is not going to be like, or whatever I said about it not being 100% live because I had to stop because of noises that I can't prevent. So let's... Burnley Cup 15th. Ooh, we're 6th! We're 6th on the form table. Let's keep this up, guys, though. Let's keep it up. And, of course, guys, the more you support my channel... the more chances I'll be able to have a space by myself as well. So, yeah, I appreciate anyone who supports just watching the videos, essentially. Share my videos, all those little things help. I'll make a slight favourites. Again, yeah, I don't want to risk him. He's not ready to start this match. But, yeah, he could play a part. Don't forget. I always wonder why they say that. I always feel like the players I have on the bench have a good chance to come on. Especially a guy like Vinagre. I've showed he's come off the bench a few times this season. So, yeah, there's a good chance he will. But here's Rafa. Come on, got to clear this. And here's me. I don't have to say his name longer, do I? Because it's too easy. But no, come on. Brady, we've got to clear this. And we do. Oh, I don't know. I have a weird feeling about this game. I don't know. Like, I know if it's going to be one we play pretty well. It is away from home. If it was home, yeah, that's the thing. If it was a home game for us, I think it will be a pretty good chance. So we've got that early possession. Of course, we're going to have to create good chances, but it gives me confidence we will when it's up there like 60%. Douglas, Ndiaye, Bonatini, who's on crazy form this season, especially recent games, doing very well, as you know. But now it's Brady. Oh, they're going to have the chance here, so hopefully, yeah, they don't score. So, that was pretty tight. Normally that's a good thing, but yeah, come on. Oh, Neves has picked up a yellow. Now Douglas, can he finally score a free kick? That was probably his best effort. I'm trying to remember all the other free kicks if he got one on target this season. You know, I've got big expectations from him because he's got that. Though, his longevity or his future at Wolves, for me, may be questionable if he's moved in real life. So I'd consider if there's transfer interest, especially if we get a replacement. We have to get a replacement left back first. I think that will be next season, though. You say, oh, you spend your money on that. But, yeah, to have that transition of player is easier in the off-season opposed to in January, selling a player, then replacing him, unless they're really, really bad. That's what I prefer. personally, in this situation. I'm not too desperate. Because I wouldn't say he's a liability. He's not our best player, but he's not a liability either. So, yeah, let me know if they're... Oh, yeah, they signed that Johnny, yeah, because I was looking at him earlier. I'm pretty sure I saw that pop up. So, probably... If he gets some interest in wanting to join us in the save, maybe next season after, like, the game notices, okay, we're better than just a newly promoted team now if you finish mid-table and around mid-table, not lower mid-table. We get 10th, 11th. I want to be minimum 12th. Like, that's the lowest. Lowest I want to fall is 12th, considering how we're going right now. And who knows how we're ending the season. But, you know, we're in no more competitions outside of the league, no cups. So, I think we can just, yeah, focus our attention and be fit as much as we can. And here we are. Bonatini. He did the easy work, though. Helder Costa. He did the work. Take a look at the replay. There's Cavallero through the middle. Then Ruben Neves. Can't forget about his ball. But he created that space there with his pace. And that was great. Good 2 options there. Of course, it was Andre who could have finished. But it's the positioning and just the reading of the play and everything like that for Leo Bonatini. But it is an easy finish, you can say that. But he's got to be in the position as we take the lead just before half-time. But there is a highlight. There is a highlight before half-time, so I cannot get too excited if we concede. But if... Ooh, I'll put my money on us scoring, if anything, because we get that form now. The chances of you scoring goals only increases after you score the first. Or after you've just scored one. Bonatini tries one from range. Decent effort. You see, he gets that goal and he gets some confidence. Even though going into this match, he'll be playing with confidence because he's on crazy goal-scoring form. So maybe I'll leave this as a question. This episode won't be too much longer because I'll end it after this game. But... yeah, let me know if you should offer Leo Bonatini a contract. And I don't think many of you guys would disagree with that. So, because, yeah, like, in, like, a series and, like, a player's doing well, yeah, you want to sign him up. But I'd like to see maybe some points. Like, would there be any negatives at signing him, like, right now? Like, sign him in, like, 5 million, like, it seems like cheap fee, what he's doing this season. But do you think there could be some arguments for not signing him? Let me know, just to see a bit of healthy discussion. If anything, I'll say it's his attributes. His attributes... Uh-oh. Wide... I can't get too mad. If I be too loud, someone's going to think something's wrong. So, yeah, I can control myself. Disappointing. Previous years, maybe a couple years back... when I'd be by myself during the day, that probably would have been one. I would have, like, gone ham on why that was given a penalty. But I'm like, nah. I probably will trigger a dog or something like that. But yeah, that would have been one of those moments. For sure. Let's just get it back, though. No, not quite. Not quite. But come on. Calvert-Lewin. But yeah, that's been the fact as well. But we've got to... Come on. If you've noticed, maybe there's certain occasions... Oh, why didn't he react more like maybe I would have on another time? At least you know now. Like, yeah, when I used to... My pretty much... we'll see what happens here. Oh, not a bad effort by Douglas, actually. Just so you know the situation of making videos. Up until the last 12 months, before then, I was basically, like, during the day, I'd be home every single day and working on videos, like, by myself. And, yeah, it was like, it's like free range. Like, I had free range, like, to express, like, react and everything like that the way I would, with no filters, essentially. So, yeah, that's what I absolutely love. So, a bit more restricted in the past year or so. So... that's why I'm excited to kind of get that again. And hopefully that will be able to happen not too far in the future. But yeah, we've got 30 minutes left. What are we going to... Do we bring on Morgan Gibbs-White again? I'm going to do it. And we're going to take off Nzayi because, again, we're going to look for goal scorers. Morgan Gibbs-White going to come on, deep line playmaker. So we'll have that role. Hey, I think he can... spark something, hopefully. So, yeah, we'll just make that change for now. Just a single change and maybe a shout. And say... What are we going to say? Encourage. Though, if this one ends 1-1, it won't be an absolutely terrible result. It's a point away from home. Yeah, so we can't be too critical of the performance. I think it'll be a decent performance if we get a point. But I'm disappointed because it was a penalty. See, now it's coming out. My true feelings about it. I get mad about conceding penalties. Like, come on. That's offside. The referee. Come on. But Douglas, okay, he actually hasn't had a great game. I thought, he had some nice... He must have given away the penalty, so... Yeah, I can't remember who did, but if he did, yeah, that will make sense. That he gave away the penalty, and that's his 9th yellow card of the season. Things aren't going... That must have gave away that foul. So he gave away the foul that led to that chance. So it's going to be time for Ruben Vinagre. And I believe I'm saying his name correctly right now, without it being in that accent, just my my natural accent. Anyway, complete... Nah. Ooh, how's Cavallero been? Okay, we're going to take Cavallero off and we're going to bring on Raul Jimenez right now. See, you're like, oh, I might as well go attacking formation. So we will do that. Gibbs White will push up. Jimenez, other striker position. Always changes like that. Leo Bonatini, complete forwards. And now, Gibbs White. Deep line playmaker support. Andre will leave that Mazzala. And then, yeah, Vinagre, left midfield, winger, and even on attack there, we're going to bring him on. So let's do this. Look for the overlap, at least for right back. Be more express. Do we just go over? I know this is not a time in the game. You're like, oh no, you shouldn't go overload yet. But to me, we play so well, and hopefully we'll show this. And this will be showcased. And we'll hit some, low crosses in. And pump the ball into the box. These options. We'll just go normal defensive. I think won't push so much. Yeah. I'm just thinking. Yeah, and roam from positions. That's what I wanted to say. We play some... when the momentum's going our way, at least... We play some crazy good football. Like the flow of the passing and our attacks, how they build up. It doesn't feel like the instructions are pump the ball into the box and overload. Because the passing is so fluid and exciting. But okay, this might not be exciting when they've got possession. That was a good block there, Barth. But of course it'll go to them. Oh, come on. I feel last time we did this, we didn't get the result. So maybe we might be due to. Or, wood. Hit the wood work. Oh, come on. We've got just over 20 minutes to get a winner. It's like, away from home, you're only drawing as well. Oh, but... I almost went in on him, but again, chose not to. It almost came out. I just kept it in. Like, that's going to cost us. Oh, man. That's going to cost us. You can say, oh, you push players forward, but that's error, player error. Like just a stupid... I'm preventing myself so much. Which is probably good. Man. I'm just really, really frustrated. Brady, vote. What are we doing? Right. Yeah, not happening right now. Push forward. Yeah, we've made all 3 subs. So there's not more we can change position-wise, and we've gone all out. Maybe that wasn't the right choice, but we conceded... so stupid. So stupid. 2! It was a penalty, And then that cunt, the fucking... Oh, you just had to clear it properly. You fucking hack. Yeah, there you go. The anger's released. That's what I was about to say before. Oh, man. Are you serious, man? Like, we concede a penalty and then a player just stalled and... I just don't know what to say now. It's got me so frustrated. But who knows? There could be a miracle, or will there be a third stupid goal we concede? I think the chance of that is going in the way. Yeah, going that way. It's more chance of that. But nah, it's not going to happen. It's like, oh, we've got a chance potentially to. Could I be surprised? Had to be Bonatini will have to do something special. Yes, he got the ball in, Raul Jimenez. Okay, we're back to a draw. Imagine if we end up winning this. If you remember games like this, maybe you can't remember what specific episode it was, but if you remember with what team, or maybe you do, or remember against what team as well, yeah, where there was a crazy, where I completely thought we were gone, I've insulted my players, and just know I don't hate these players personally. So if they ever saw my video somehow, I don't hate you. I'm just mad at Football Manager. It's not the player I'm mad at. It's Football Manager. It's the game. It's the game. More than anything. It's just how much I'm into it. And I'm sure everyone else agrees. Majority of people anyway. When you get mad, you're not mad at the player. It's just the game. The game. Oh, come on. But hey, it's realistic. Fans get like that in real life and maybe a bit too extreme when it comes to personal insults. That happened to someone. Who was it? They were insulting like their family. I can't even remember who. That was in the World Cup, I believe. It was very inappropriate. Oh, it was an Australian player. It was Robbie Cruz. The Robbie Cruz haters took it to another level. Don't worry, Australians can be very direct, we'll say that, especially the bogans. For sure. I don't know what's the bogan word for in England. What do you call people that are kind of, it's got a variation to it though. It doesn't matter directly stupid. It's more, it's kind of like in America it's like rednecks. I'm not sure. Yeah, what's the British version of that? We don't really know. But anyway guys, we're gonna leave it there. 2-2. Yeah, we took it. We got it back. We got it back. Burnley were winning. We were winning at one point until they got a penalty. So yeah, it was a pretty crazy game, and we'll take it in strides. I suppose we were a bit unlucky, that's for sure. On another day, I reckon we could have got the 3 points there, but yeah, anytime we take a point, we can be happy with that. So yeah, still sitting in 11th, and yeah, we'll leave it like that, guys. Hopefully enjoyed this episode. Like, it was a bit weird for me today because, yeah, the recording was a bit stop and start. But, yeah, you'll see that. Hopefully enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next time.